Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today from the Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin is our friend Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, welcome back to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you for coming back on. And today's business tip. So each month we're doing a couple of consumer talks, and then we're talking about businesses as well. And we're going to talk about 7 ways to market a business on a small budget. Small businesses definitely take the brunt of, of tight margins when it comes to marketing. So these tips are going to be great, but you don't need a huge budget to do marketing, right?
You don't need a huge budget, and online advertising, online tools makes it so easy to use that small budget and still make an impact with your marketing and overall your sales growth.
So where would we start for tools? There's probably some free stuff out there that probably works really well.
There is some free stuff. First thing you want to do is create a free profile on search engines. And when I say create a free profile, what I mean is look at your Google profile. If you're a small business owner, do you have one? That's a free tool for you to use. And creating a business profile like that can help you get to the top of search engine ranking. So when somebody Googles like car repair near me or maybe dry cleaners near me, and you have an opportunity to pop up if you have a Google profile near the top at no additional cost. If you don't have that Google profile, it's going to be a lot harder for a consumer to find your business.
That's a good one because again, you're small enough that you might not have that big budget to send out advertising to all these different places, but internet, it's in everybody's hands, so why not to take an easy step there to get some action, if you will. Another one that I think is a tougher one, but is the use of email marketing. Tough in that there's a lot of spam blocking. The other side of our talks of making sure you're getting legit stuff, but still is a tool that's used for good information sharing.
Email marketing is wonderful because it's an owned asset. When you collect those email addresses from your customer, you own those. You don't have to pay for those email addresses. And there's a lot of pocket-friendly email platforms out there that are available for you to subscribe to use to send emails to your customers. So if you don't have an email campaign, if you don't have an email list, go ahead and start one and start marketing promotional and sales messages to your consumers and to your customers.
Absolutely, a good strategy for sure. Another one is and I like this one, is getting involved with the community can go a long ways for a lot of reasons.
Especially if you're in a small community around town, getting involved in your local community is what people in the community want to see. They want to see those local businesses who are supporting their communities. And you can do that by donating a gift card or some services or even product to any type of fundraiser that's being taking place in the community or getting involved in an event in the community. Think about your upcoming summer parades that are taking place in the community. There's an opportunity to walk, hand out candy, hand out some flyers for a very minimal cost. And that really puts you as part of the fabric of your community and getting involved and showing the people who live there that, hey, I'm part of this community. I'd like your business dollars too.
Yeah, that is good, and I mean that a lot of people work in a small business, work in the community they live, so I mean, it just works on a lot of different factors there for sure. Well, the big one that I think is another hard one to it's a good tool, but it takes a lot of work, and that is social media platforms. But you say you got to capitalize on the right one.
There's so many different social media platforms out there. And when we say social media, we immediately think about Facebook. But there's more than Facebook, there's Instagram, there's Yelp, there's Snapchat. Make sure that you're using the right platform where your customers are seeing you. If you're marketing to an older, mature audience, you probably don't want to be using Snapchat for your social media platform of choice. You want to use something where your customers and your audience are. So really take a peek at that and see what's the best for you, because you necessarily don't need to have a presence on all of them. You need to have a presence on the right ones.
Yeah, it's great advice there for helping out in the social media. Another area to use is text messaging or mobile advertising. How does that work?
This is along the same lines of email marketing. It's an owned asset. When you collect mobile numbers from your customers, you own those assets. Again, there's pocket-friendly platforms out there for you to use and subscribe to push out messaging to your customers.
And then there's always the old-fashioned way, although it's not that old-fashioned, but think of more of your traditional advertising methods.
Print media is not gone forever. There's places to use print media, and we think about that local billboards in your community. You don't have to buy them all over the community. You can buy one that's downtown in your own community. Show the local residents that you're here and you're here to do business with them. You can also subscribe and run ads in your local community newspaper. Direct mail to your own community is a great way to reach potential customers. So think about all those options that are out there in the print world and consider them when you're doing your marketing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Wisconsin Badger football team took a billboard in New York City, so it doesn't always have to be exactly where you live either, but it can work. But use it wisely, I would say. Partnerships with other business owners also can go a long ways, building your name and product or service of what you do.
This is a great way to refer business back and forth. If you're a company and there's a complementary business to yours in town or maybe the next town over, consider partnering with them and referring business back and forth. It's also a great idea to get out there to your community networking events. Think about your local chambers and connect with business owners who are in your own community that way. It's great to connect with those B2B businesses and get to know other people too.
And finally, and something that you talk about quite frequently is the Better Business Bureau website. But being a a Better Business Bureau accelerated member or affiliated member is certainly a must.
BBB accreditation helps affiliate your business and enhance it with trust. If you're interested in learning more about accreditation, you can head on over to bbb.org. Click in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see a link that says Get Accredited, and you can request more information from us.
All right, Tiffany, great tips. Again, you got a small business. I think you've got some great tips here on keeping that budget small, but getting that marketing up. And that's always a good thing, no matter what size the business is. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thanks for having me today.